guys, it's Kristen at Kristen DIY, and today I'm going to be showing you a quick video of how to flip this beautiful antique buffet and give it a farmhouse look. I'm going to be using Rust-Oleum chalk paint and linen white for the buffet, and then for the hardware I'm going to be using Rust-Oleum paint and primer and satin dark walnut. When you are using chalk paint, you do not necessarily have to sand, and that is what I love about it. A lot of people out there will disagree with me and they will say you have to sand every single piece of furniture, and honestly that's just not the truth. I do a lot of pieces where I paint with chalk paint and they turn out beautifully, and you put the top coat on and people love it, and you have customers returning, and you can make a really good money on these farmhouse pieces without sanding. So that's what I'm going to show you today with cleaning it, removing the hardware, and then we'll apply our first coat of paint. First up is remember to clean your piece of furniture. I use 3 parts water, 1 part vinegar. Alright, so we took off the hardware and cleaned it up, and now we are going to put on our first coat of the chalk paint. Okay, we have the first coat on the buffet and the drawers. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to spray the hardware to the buffet, and I'm using my Rust-Oleum spray paint in satin dark walnut. And then when that is finished, I'm going to go over it. This has the paint and primer inside of it, and when I'm finished, I'm going to cover it with the Rust-Oleum clear matte protective coat. As you can see, we have all the coats on and ready to go. Now we are ready to distress. When I distress, I just use 120 grit that I get at Home Depot. And I just take it, and I usually just tear it in half because it makes it easier. I always wear gloves because I can't stand the feel of it. And remember to always wear a mask. When I distress, typically you want to make it look like it's distressed in the places that would be used the most. So I always go around all of the edges, and then I put a few marks just anywhere that you think it might look good. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll see what it looks like. As you can see, I distressed along the edges and then just wherever I thought it would look good. Now it is up to you where you want to distress and how much of it you want to distress. Okay, now you can see we have distressed it, put the hardware back on. An important step before you put your top coat on is to wipe down the entire piece. I already had went and did that. So now I'm going to put the wax coat on. I am using Rust-Oleum clear matte protectant. I'm going to put 2 coats of this on. First apply the first coat, let it dry for about 30 minutes, and then put another coat on as well. Remember to always wear protection while you are doing this. And here is the final piece. As you can see, it's been staged and is ready to put on Facebook Marketplace. Thank you so much for watching Kristen DIY. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those. And if you liked what you saw, hit like and subscribe. And thanks again for watching. So when you are what am I trying to say?